Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Let's go ahead and move on to our next review with Mike Elgan. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you so much. So this is your first time on Before You Buy.
That's right.
It's great to have you here with us.
Glad to be here.
So Mike is our TNT host, Tech News Today.
That's right,
you can
and
watch
news
that
director.
at twit.tv, of course. So you have the Ricoh Theta camera, correct?
That's correct. I say Theta, you say Theta. Doesn't matter.
Theta.
But either way, it's a really compact thing, about the size of a bar of chocolate.
So I reviewed something similar to this called the Galileo a couple of weeks ago, and it was a camera that can do 360 degrees, but it requires you to use an application on an iPhone.
Right.
So this is just built-in, all-in-one, correct?
That's right. You can just use the device and then you can upload it, but it does have an iOS app, and it also has an Android app, which is the one I've been using. I've tried them both, actually. But this is actually a very cool little device. You know, you see that it has lenses on both sides. That's how you get the 360-degree effect. And one of the coolest effects, Shannon, you can see this, the eye follows you. It's like a haunted house, you know, where the painting follows you.
That's creepy.
Yeah, because that is all glass lens there, and that's how they achieve the 360-degree effect.
So weird. Do you end up with any kind of cutoff from the two sides?
There's a little bit of a glitch in the matrix when you see where the seam is, and I'll show you that in just a second. But you can see one of the things that's cool about this is it's very minimalist in terms of buttons and so on. So you can see that it has a standard tripod mount at the bottom. You can also, this thing flips open and you can have the USB connectivity to your laptop or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it has a single button. So if you're going to use this standalone, you just press the button. So I just took a 360-degree picture.
Right up my nose.
Right up your nose. So this is also called the nose cam, which is, yeah, but it's very handy. The problem with that button, and we'll get to all the problems in just a second, but the problem is, you think your nose is in this picture, you should see the size of my thumb when this picture comes out, because there's no way to use this button without your hand being in about 20% of the shot.
Could you remotely take a picture?
You can, in fact. And in fact, let's go through the rest of the hardware specs on this, and we'll get into the software part. So it has 4 gigs of memory. That holds about 1,200 pictures for the size that it creates. That's not bad. The images are actually 3584 by 1792.
Wow.
That's the resolution on them when they come out. Now, so as I said, there's iOS and Android apps. You can take pictures and share them. You can change the brightness. That's about it. That's almost all you can do with this camera. It's very, very simple. But once you have it on the app, and I'm going to bring this app over here so you can see the app. And again, this is the Android app. These are pictures that I've already taken. You can see that they're circular. And if I'm going to take a picture, so I'll go ahead and take a picture here. You see this green interface.
Yeah.
You have this in the background. So I'm going to take a picture just like that. Now, of course, we're very close, and this is Wi-Fi, so I could have this camera on the other side of the room. And once you do that, that's really the way to use this device, is through the app, because then your hand isn't in the picture. And you can also upload it to the Theta site, and I'm going to show you that now, if we can kick over to the laptop. Now, this is a picture that I took about an hour ago, and that is Jason once again making a cameo.
Whoa,
but you can see what happens is, as you move this around, you see some of the cool effects on this. And this is totally 360. You see the ceiling, you see the floor, you see everything. And then you can zoom in on Jason. Look at that. It's called the Jason.
That's awesome.
They should call this the Jason cam.
Great moves back there, Mike.
So this is very cool. Now I use this picture not only because Jason is such an awesome model, but you can see the seam there. You see that?
Yes.
So this side is one camera and that side is the other camera, and I'm going to zoom in there and you can see there's the glitch in the matrix. But normally, so we'll follow this seam up, and you can see as we follow it up that's it. You really don't see the seam normally. It's only at the bottom because, of course, there's a device between the lenses. So that part of it is really cool. Another thing you want to notice is that this is not super high quality. Cameras these days, including smartphone cameras, are much higher quality than this, and partly this is because this is low light. So let's look at a picture that has more light in the shot here. Okay, let's see. This is the fridge cam. This is the Twit refrigerator. So we got in there, and you'll notice that there's nothing except beer and yogurt. So that's what we live on here at Twit.
We're healthy eaters here.
That's right, and healthy drinkers. So you can see this is with more light, including a refrigerator light. This is not bad. You could go in and read the labels, find out the alcohol levels of all the beer. So yeah, so this is a very cool app. And again, this is one of the downsides, preview of some of the downsides. this is the app where you see this view. You see it in the app. You can see it on this app. But if you upload to Facebook, you simply get a link to the here. Okay. So that's a limitation of this device. And again, it's a lot of fun. So the pros are that it's instantaneous. I go boom, and I have 360 degrees. You can, of course, do panoramas and things like that with a regular camera. It takes a while, and you look like an idiot standing there, you know, going all over the place. So this has that advantage of being very fast. It stitches nicely, and it's a lot of fun. This is just a fun, easy-to-use camera for the most part. The cons are that it costs $400. Oh,
wow. That's expensive.
That is the mother of all cons. That's too much for this camera. And
that's
so
really expensive.
That's exactly right. And the quality is on the low side. It captures only 360-degree images, so you can't take video. There are rumors that you'll have video in the future because it has a microphone inside that hasn't been activated yet. But for now, there's only 360. You can't do 180 photos. You can't do regular photos. You can't do anything except that special effect. That
one thing. So you really have to be hardcore about 360 degrees photos if you're going to purchase this product.
That's right.
How long does it last? Because it's off battery, obviously.
That's right. It lasts pretty. I haven't done a test all the way through, but it's hours. It actually the battery is not an issue with it. The biggest issue, besides the fact that it costs $400, is that it uses Wi-Fi for connectivity. So it boots you off the Wi-Fi you have. It always wants to favor the room's Wi-Fi, I found, both at home and here at Twit. And so I'm always reconnecting to the Wi-Fi. And then when I want to upload it to the internet, then I have to reconnect again.
Do you have to have Wi-Fi to take photos, or can you just take pictures out in the wild?
To do anything with them, you have to have Wi-Fi. To get it off of this device, you need Wi-Fi, or to plug it in, and that's an arduous process. So I'm going to give this a don't buy because it's too expensive. It's too limited in terms of how you can use it. Now, granted, there are going to be people who would love this. If you have some reason that you need very instantaneous 360-degree photos, this is a good product, but 95% of the people listening to this is not the product for you. And just as comparison, you can buy a Nexus 5 for $349. That's $50 less, plus it makes calls. Right, and as you know, that takes photospheres.
That's true, it does.
And the photographic quality of those is going to be higher than this. It's cheaper, it's higher, it'll take you a little longer, there's a little bit more stitching in that.
You look a little weird moving around with your camera, but that's okay, your phone.
That's right. But I would generally recommend for people who want 360-degree photos, buy a Nexus 5.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mike. And that was the Ricoh Theta, or Theta.
That's right.
$400. Wow, so expensive.